I expect a good, clean fight. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Ya te di las reglas en el camerino. Protéjase todo el tiempo y obedece sus órdenes todo el tiempo. Toca guante. Touch gloves.
Referee Ricky Gonzalez calls for the bell. The champion Jose Pedraza. Many ringside observers wondering which version of Gervonta Davis we will see. His nickname is Tank. His fans hope it's Sherman. Pedraza's camp hope it's Seth.
Start for the year, Laura. You know, Pedraza, who gets nailed with a big left right away, he is a righty, but he switches. He came out.
Just trying to come out, putting a lot of pressure, maybe trying to get the youngster, catch the youngster off his guard a little bit, you know, maybe too excited.
Pedraza.
Davis is throwing some sharp shots, but he is kind of excited. He's going to have to calm down because this is a kind of a fast-paced form.
Oh, nice combination put together by Doc.
We've seen Pedraza do both, go inside and box.
Oh, sharp counter uppercut. That was sharp. Couple guys are not going to hurt him as Pedraza keeps coming forward. It's going to be the long haul where Davis is going to have to stay consistent with this kind of work.
Davis gloves of Jose Pedraza. Nice right hand to the body by Jose Pedraza.
Pedraza in general with the lead hand. I think he understands if he steps in too hard, but Davis is waiting for him with that sharp overhand left counter.
He went throwing his hooks. Nice right uppercut on the inside and then to the body. Davis opening up on Pedraza. To see the ladies of boxing back on Showtime in 2017 as we begin round 3. That fascinates me.
And sometimes it's easier to find those openings when you fight a lefty as a lefty.
Oh, Davis finds another opening with the right hand, just missed.
And here's where Pedraza right in the pocket, and Davis comes with the big uppercut and the right hook. Davis showed good combination punching so far in this fight, and he told us he has better.
And it appears Davis' confidence is growing by the second.
I think this is a huge.
Pedraza's not doing some of the fundamental things that could, nice sharp uppercut by Pedraza there, but not doing some of the fundamental things like, use a couple of feints, make him bite on a couple of those, that way he's biting, he's looking to counter air, and then you can counter that.
Counter left hand by Gervonta Davis.
Out of position.
Gervonta Davis trainer, Calvin Ford, saying he was ready for his big walk. He is making the most out of his big.
You see, Davis makes all those defensive moves. If you drop a feint in there, you'll put him out of position.
Overhand left scored by Davis.
From some of those hooks.
Yeah, Davis landing some sharp shots.
Davis now getting talking and getting very confident. Could get overconfident doing that.
Those shots are being blocked by the guard of Pedraza.
Yeah, but we know head movement, some anything.
Pedraza may take all his punishment and come back and get to Davis, who, by the way, has never been past 9. But this strategy, to me, is ludicrous early in the fight.
Davis continues to tattoo the body. Davis, just a 3-year pro, entering his first title wins, coming inside the distance.
Very creative is Davis. Sharp counters, different angles.
Pedraza with a sharp right to the body.
Now, again, it's early in the fight to talk about this, but it's because of Pedraza's strategy, you have to. He's 5-0 over 12-round fights. Davis never passed punches than Davis is starting to open up in terms of combinations. The other round certainly went to Davis, and they want him not to stay in the pocket with Davis to give him some movement.
From the other, just poke holes through him and keep scoring.
And Pedraza opening up on Davis along the ropes. Packing the body, diversifying his attack.
Pedraza pushed Davis against the ropes and opened up with both punches to both the body and the head. Not landing monstrous punches, but as Paulie said, he's not overcommitting, and he's in the war in between.
Yeah, and some change-ups as well, Paulie. Really mixing up the speed of his punches.
And that's what Pedraza's at, so to speak, It makes it much more difficult for Davis to time it.
The other important thing is the bodywork Pedraza is now doing to slow up Davis later in the
was a 2012 National Golden Gloves champion, but he's in against a Puerto Rican Olympian in Pedraza, who's very busy in this round. They don't just fall behind, they just fall for Davis thus far.
And Pedraza doing a very good job here now of letting his hand.
When he fights a championship level fighter, fights come in waves. You may have the advantage, you can fall into a discipline.
Very animated display by both prize fighters here in Brooklyn, much to the delight of the big hand.
Look of disgust on Davis. He threw those shots. Oh, Pedraza getting the timing. Oh.
Yeah, Pedraza's head movement avoiding a lot of those shots. Off to a fast start here, round 6, backing Davis up again, but Davis looking to keep him at bay with that jab.
Davis would be coming forward, Pedraza would be boxing, trying to land counter punches. It has been exactly the opposite.
And both guys have fought well, even if it's been the opposite.
Yeah, there have been moments, but I still think it's a tactical error by Pedraza.
Oh, that jab snapped the head of Pedraza back like a Pez dispenser.
And Jose Pedraza, who switches often, has fought this entire fight as a lefty. Yeah.
Again, it's really down to the comfort zone of the fighter, but a lot of times, if a guy knows how to fight lefty, he'll fight another lefty.
Couple of right hooks land on the face of Pedraza by Davis. And a left uppercut to the body, and another one on the inside.
Oh, good body shot by Davis. He got that underneath there. He hurt him with that body shot.
Pedraza's hurt.
Pedraza's hurt.
Here's where we'll see the work downstairs and how Pedraza will be hurt. Working upstairs and downstairs is Davis, and he showed great combination work on the inside.
That's the shot right there.
There's the body shot that just really hurts. Well, the tactical error that Pedraza has made has cost him here in this round.
Well, he turned righty there, to get that side of his body away from him.
Good idea.
And yet, look at Gervonta Davis, 22 years of age, still showing composure. Teeing off on Pedraza.
Around Davis would continue the assault. Now Pedraza's a righty because of the body shot with his left hand very low to protect the body, and Davis very smartly throwing right hooks.
Less than 30 seconds left in a 6th. That has Davis hurting Pedraza.
Sorry, that body shot really debilitated Pedraza this round. He's just finally starting to open up now.
Whether in Broner, we're going to hear from in tonight's telecast as he gets set to face Granado's February 18 on Showtime Championship Boxing. And Pedraza attacking the butt.
I don't know. I felt like the entire medical test. I know we want to put fighter safety first, but I don't know if you need to make like you're in the doctor's office when you're checking a fighter either.
Davis in the last round, according to Showstats, landed 26 of 48 of his power shots, and he was very accurate and very active.
A huge edge in power punches last round.
Mo, I have it 58-56 Davis. I don't say this often, but to me, every round's been very easy to score. I would be very surprised if the judges had it any different. Whichever fighter has accelerated has won the round.
He's never been past it. Yeah, so we'll see.
Oh, left hand scores. Chopping left hands by Davis on Pedraza.
I still recovering from that body shot.
Final 60 seconds of the 7th. Pedraza doubled over, opening up an opportunity for an uppercut just like that. And it's Davis emptying the fusillade on Pedraza. Oh, vicious right hand! Pedraza goes down!
5, 8, 9.
And this fight is over! Gervonta Davis at 22 becomes the youngest champion in boxing!
Stoppage in the end.
Here we see it again, the right hook of Davis. You know, we were at the fighter meeting. Morrow mentioned to Davis, is that right hand your most powerful punch? He said, well, I like both the left and the right. But tonight, he showed us both punches, but the right hook ultimately a little more powerful.
And he landed some solid left up.
He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still undefeated. He is now boxing's youngest current world champion and the new IBF Junior Lightweight Champion of the World, Gervonta Davis.
Okay, boxers, we went over the instructions earlier. As a reminder, obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. Toco los guantes, buena suerte. Good luck.
Nunez been confident all week.
We'll see. We'll see how it translates. Round one. Don't blink. No punches thrown with any real intent.
Nunez will normally keep his hands high, and he's doing that in this fight for the most part so far. Nunez, look for the uppercut from him.
That shows you he's comfortable in there. He knows his way around the ring.
Nunez stepped in there for a moment, got a body shot in. Double jab from Davis. It is a very effective jab.
And Davis, true to his word, saying he would use that jab early.
I also think, guys, that Nunez's body language tells you that. You know, like I think it allowed Davis to say, okay, let me see what this guy brings. And he's coming forward. Let me try to time him a little bit. And start to get closer.
Yeah, he did get there with a left hand. Nunez very much in his range right now. Right hand picked on the gloves by Davis. Another right hand from Nunez.
Well, watch Nunez cut the ring off. You see what he did there? It's so small, subtle things, but be the bully right now. He's got. He's kind of looking at the crowd like, I got this guy, and no, you don't.
That was the left hand that hurt him, and he thought he had Davis wrapped up. Now, blocks the next one, but Davis, we mentioned how good a combination puncher he is.
This guy right here, with the blue shirt on.
The right hook,
yeah.
He has a very great arsenal of punches. Let's take a look at the same sequence and see where he got hurt.
This is just careless on the inside. This is a 24-year-old kid who may be a little bit overconfident in the moment. Maybe just trying to let the crowd know that you might be I might be up against a hometown guy, but I'm not intimidated. And it's a bit too much. There he has the presence of mind to block, though.
He knows the left hand is coming.
Okay, all right.
But what makes Davis a little different than other guys you're going to face is he doesn't just get you hurt.
He makes him miss that shot. Yeah. That was a good shot right there.
And I think the way that looked is what made, and then that other left hand is what made Harvey Doc.
But you see right there, he's looking to smother. Right there, as Harvey Doc steps in, he's looking to step in and smother.
Yeah.
Watch the last instant. He kind of ducks. You're going to see the big shot by Davis right here. And here it comes. Definitely attention.
Okay. All right.
But that one doesn't really land. That one does, but it's kind of smothered shot. That one's a good shot.
The fact that second left hand hurt him again is what sent Doc in. And I think he was worried about him getting hung up on the ropes and taking punishment. Obviously, you see, he doesn't agree with the stop.
No doubt to me he felt the shots. No doubt. But
in any case, a victorious
He is the winner by way of technical knockout, and he is still the undefeated WBA Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Gervonta Davis.
If they creep. I gave you both instructions. I want to remind you, fight fair, fight hard, fight clean, listen and obey my commands all the time, protect yourself at all times. Good luck to both of you.
Then in Chiriokis Gamboa looking to shock the world. We are underway here in Atlanta. This is to Terrence Crawford and Robinson Castellanos. There's a big straight left that backed up Gamboa, followed by a big right hook. There's a straight left that caught the attention of the Cuban. Supremacy around him. We'll see if he can deliver at the top. just to name a few. Barrios as well. Good right hook to the body. Gamboa spinning around. Here's that right to the body. A straight left, down goes Gamboa on a heavy straight left. Davis is coming forward, a big straight left. They're talking about the shoe of Gamboa is an issue. Something about... There's a big straight left, but a right by Gamboa. Gamboa caught Davis. Gamboa came into the... As we... Straight left. Two big straight lefts that backed up Gamboa. Stopping him and extracts another one. It's like target practice now by Davis. 4 straight lefts. Power punches. Good left uppercut to the body. That stopped Gamboa. Big straight left, but Gamboa threw a right hand for Gamboa. So they hopefully have that rectified. But look at Gamboa start off strong as we commence. Big straight left backing up Gamboa, but Gamboa not to be deterred. Davis is so strong and quick, and he throws in machine gun burst. Big left uppercut connecting. 2 big uppercuts by Davis as Gamboa retreats. A big shot by Davis. Davis now teeing off on Gamboa. Gamboa might be hurt. Holding on to the top rope. Gamboa trying to hold. A big left uppercut connecting. Heavy shots from Gervonta Davis. A right hook. Oh my, look at this onslaught by the 25-year-old. Jab right to the body by Davis again. That was a Floyd Mayweather. Only 2 guys have been able to do such a thing. There's a straight left, snapping the head back of Gamboa. A right hook to the body. A left. Gamboa. That was probably the best punch in a few rounds for Gamboa. A straight left for Davis. Jab right to the body by Davis. There's a wicked left hook by Gervonta Davis. Gamboa. Another big heavy shot. Davis, big straight left. Down goes Gamboa again.
Step back.
Take a look at the knockdown.
Hey, listen to me. Tell him I gave him a full minute rest.
Gamboa got blitzed with and Track Reese, one of the best referees, if not the best referee in the world, watching the action. But it may appear as if Gamboa a straight left. Gamboa being walked down. 2 minutes to go in the ninth. Davis trying to let his hands go. A straight left, Gamboa coming forward, he eats a straight left. And Davis opening up. Gamboa lumbering, but he gets clipped. Gamboa in a world of trouble. Davis teeing off on him. Up his arsenal and trying to finish off Gamboa tonight. Gamboa steps in with a left hook, followed by a straight right. World.
Suéltelo.
Big shot by Gamboa, who clocked Davis with a combination. Final stages, couple of straight lefts. Gamboa retaliates with the right. Big straight left from Davis, and that ends The 10th, his ring generalship, and how savvy is a straight left. That connected, big right hook. Gamboa got caught again. Davis trying to finish off Gamboa. And Davis. Oh, big straight left that backed up Gamboa. Davis trying to finish off the former world champion. That was a slip. Big straight left, a couple big shots. Davis trying to finish off Gamboa. Over the missiles, down goes Gamboa. And this one is over. Gervonta Davis with the finish of Yuriorkis Gamboa. At the end of the fight, big straight left from Davis. An uppercut, dispatching him on the canvas, and Jack Reese had seen enough. We'll take a look at it again. And there is that big left hook. As we'll go back and look at it again. There's that left uppercut. Oh my. What a wicked left uppercut. And Jack Reese said, no, enough is enough. And Gamboa, not too much resistance. Let's take a look at it again. Here is this left uppercut. Take a look at it again. Wake up! No, good night. That's what it was. And crashing to the canvas was Yuriorkis Gamboa.
He is still undefeated. He is the new WBA lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta Davis.
You received the pre-fight instruction, recibiste las instrucciones, protect yourself, protégete todo el tiempo. Give me a clean fight, una pelea limpia. Buena suerte, good luck.
He just called out one of the biggest punchers in Gervonta Davis. There's a reason. Davis is Mike Tyson's favorite fighter. And this is round number 1, the 130-pound belt holders. Gervonta Davis in the red, white, and green.
Keep touching the glove. Oh.
And there's a counter left uppercut by Davis. Santa Cruz wants to establish the jab.
Yes, he does. He throws 33 jabs per round normally. Whether he'll be as much of a volume puncher in this match early remains to be seen.
Do not pull back. Do not.
Abner, you've been in the ring twice with Santa Cruz. You trained to face Davis. What are you picking up early on?
And not extend the jab, because when he does that, I already saw early on that Davis counter punches with that left.
Yeah, that left uppercut has been there. Santa Cruz goes upstairs.
You know, the combination punching with Santa Cruz can't push Davis back, and that would be interesting to see. Davis doesn't normally fight going backwards.
Again, Davis winding up with that left uppercut. Already blood on the face of Leo Santa Cruz.
Bridge of his nose, it looks like.
There's a right hand, a right hook behind the guard. Santa Cruz comes back with a right bounced off Davis' glove.
He's a pressure fighter in this fight. He's pressuring the bully that Santa Cruz is used to, being the bully, pushing a fighter back. But now we see Davis picking his punches.
Davis is dangerous for the first 6 rounds and then begins to fade. That's what Santa Cruz wants to bring Davis, is into the deeper waters. And the just over 9,000 fans in attendance, if the introductions were any indication, all the fans may be cheering on both fighters. Great start here. Round number 1.
Take your time, take your time.
Santa Cruz delivering the jab, trying to split the guard, leads with the right hand, putting pressure on Davis early in round 2.
Intriguing. You know, already Leo Santa Cruz, you can get the feeling he thinks he can push Davis back in this fight. Will that be the proper move for him? He's landing some nice punches.
We saw at the weigh-in, he had added muscle, and that does not seem to be the case against definitely a more compact, harder puncher, but Santa Cruz is not the smaller guy in this fight. Santa Cruz turned 32 in August, so the youth is on the side of Davis. Just misses with that counter left uppercut.
Yes, be careful throwing it from too far out. He'll get countered by Santa Cruz.
Just past the midpoint of round 2, a compelling confrontation, and already so much to observe. Davis! There goes the sportsmanship! Spent 15 weeks in Las Vegas at the Mayweather boxing gym, said that he would like to hold all of his camps there because of the lack of distractions and the ability to focus. But Santa Cruz now, Davis with some of those shots.
It's a combination punching of Santa Cruz. When he is at his best, those combinations flow, but there's that left uppercut from Davis.
Davis timing that left uppercut counter. Good stuff through 2 rounds.
He's going to want to try to land that counter left hand, a big power punch, and that's the thing that Santa Cruz has to really be careful of, because Davis can land that shot and hurt you.
Santa Cruz wants to keep Davis corralled in the corner, but there's a counter left from Davis, allows him to escape. Santa Cruz taking small steps, and there's a left hook. Again, the left hand missed with the right uppercut. It was the estimable Emmanuel Stewart who said knockouts settle, and knockouts have been Davis' calling card.
Davis starting to use the jab, and he has a good jab. It's an underused punch sometimes for him, but it is effective.
Santa Cruz's Twitch signed up for a Twitch account yet. Inquiring minds want to know. Left hook by Santa Cruz, another left hand. He loves to pump up the volume, and there again, Davis comes back with a couple of left hands, goes to the body.
And look at the difference. When Davis is the aggressor, you see a totally different fight going towards Davis. So Santa Cruz has to keep Davis out of that reach.
Momentary lapse in judgment when he threw Santa Cruz to the ground. Seems focused, seems measured. Final 10 seconds of the 3rd. Both fighters headlining their first pay-per-view here tonight. Davis versus Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz digging to the body. Meanwhile, Davis looking for the angle for that uppercut.
You don't always see Davis in that kind of defensive posture that he's in with his hands really high.
While you're working with Floyd Mayweather, you better learn defense.
There you go.
And there's Santa Cruz through the right, and Davis now loading up again with the left uppercut.
This has been a very, very important weapon. The right hook getting in there, but then here he comes with that uppercut on the inside. I'll tell you what, Santa Cruz is taking some big punches.
Davis, but Santa Cruz still looking to establish the jab, and he's getting it. An eruption from the crowd here at the Alamo Dome. This main event delivering already. Here in round 4, lead right hook by Davis.
Is this the right strategy for Santa Cruz? He's getting to the rip and he's taking power punches.
If this fight turns into 1/10 the fight of Corrales-Castillo 1, this is going to be an all-time classic.
Listen, I think Santa Cruz is doing a great job. I think he's doing the right thing. And most of these big fights, a lot of these fighters, they say, no, you know, I'm going to let him win the first half of the fight. I'm going to box, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that.
Take your time, take your time.
There's that long-range jab from Santa Cruz.
Well, you saw the jab and you saw that counter uppercut is just poised for Davis. And even when he doesn't throw it, you can see he's ready to throw.
Double jab, then the left hand downstairs by Davis avoids those punches from Santa Cruz. And again, stabs Santa Cruz in the belly with the left. There's a jab to the midsection by Davis.
Give me singles and defense. Singles and defense.
Davis leaning on his front foot. High guard, both of them. Double, triple jab by Santa Cruz as he tries to move forward.
Leo has to keep touching him with that jab. Have Davis be thinking.
Davis crouching down. He'll like to crouch down, shoot counters that his opponents rarely see coming. Ready to spring out. There's that lead right hook by Davis.
One of the weapons that Santa Cruz has found in this fight, and he wants to get back to it, is his own left hook, which is not normally his money punch, but he's kind of found a home for it. They better hope that that's the case.
Yes.
But he is doing some fantastic work here, Santa Cruz.
They both are chucking leather, and a mark now, a mouse beginning to form under the right eye of Gervonta Davis. So they are throwing punches and bunches here in the 6th.
I was just going to say, Leo Santa Cruz do that? No.
Don't be ridiculous. Huh?
There's a left hand by Davis, under a minute left in the 6th. Davis now putting it in finish. Santa Cruz saving, they're taking it. And coming forward, punches on his own. Scintillating stuff here in the 6th round. Gervonta Davis, Leo Santa Cruz, two champions with the hearts of champions.
If Davis thought Santa Cruz was going to fall for his... And in that round in which Santa Cruz had done so much good work, there's that left uppercut. A counter punch that just was devastating. And it was there the whole fight. Some big ones landed, but none like that.
It's the punch that you don't see that does the most damage, and that punch came out of nowhere. Leo Santa Cruz did not see that uppercut coming, and just took him out. But again, you got to give credit to Leo Santa Cruz. He did something that I was even, shocked, which was stand toe-to-toe against a bigger puncher than Gervonta Davis.
He was able to do that for a good portion of this fight, and they felt that if he'd gotten through these rounds, he was going to do well in the second half of the fight, but it was not to be. The power of Davis, too much for him.
And the mentor, Floyd Money Mayweather, reacting to Gervonta Tank Davis's 23rd knockout.
The WBA super featherweight and lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta Davis.
Protect yourselves at all times and listen to my commands. I want to remind you, we got a lefty against a righty, so watch the headbutts, watch the feet, gentlemen. Touch gloves. Back to your corner, gentlemen. Ready?
The bell and round one. Davis, the southpaw, in the white with yellow and silver trunks. Barrios in pink and blue with gold trim. In 24 bouts, Davis has never faced a foe as tall as Barrios or with as long a reach. He's on a 15-fight KO streak. In fact, the last fight to hear the final bell.
Leo Santa Cruz, of course, much smaller than Barrios, tried to push Davis back.
And Barrios being really smart. Again, you don't want to commit with Davis. You don't want to just lunge in because Davis is dangerous, especially with that uppercut.
Oh, right hand got through the guard by Barrios. Neither fighter has ever been down in their respective pro careers.
There it is.
And left by Davis.
Yeah, you're right, Abner. It's true. And Barrios against Akhmedov landed, knocked him down with a left hook and a right hand. We haven't seen him even try that punch yet against him.
Davis has found a home for the left to the body and then upstairs.
Davis has started the fight. He's getting closer with that left hand. And the other fascinating thing, we're all sitting here on pins and needles. We're wondering what happens if he lands a left hand. We don't know. Can he hurt him?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Barrios would love to earn a one-way ticket to the Exosphere if he were to record the upset victory here tonight. Despite his physical advantages, he is the underdog, and now Davis with the jab. 8 knockouts in this division. And again, Barrios gets through the guard with the right hand, pawing at him with the jab.
At this juncture, the onus is kind of on Gervonta Davis now to somehow change the script a little bit. And whether it's him jabbing his way in and then landing power punches.
Oh, it's safe to say this is one of the keys to victories for Tank, doing the Pedraza, pressuring Barrios.
Now Barrios off to a good start here in the 6th, though, with the jab.
And one thing we have not mentioned is that Davis has taken Barrios' punches well also.
Yeah, good point.
Barrios lands to the body, but Davis does a good job of avoiding the punches upstairs as we bring in our Hall of Fame unofficial scorer, Steve Farhood.
Early on, I was asking myself, how many rounds is Davis going to give away?
Davis has used the jab better, and it is changing this fight. It's allowing him to try and get into a better position to throw power punches.
You got to change the jab here and there for Barrios. You can't just throw it straight all the time. Oh.
Double jab followed by the left hand from Davis, and again, the crowd erupts.
Davis attacking and using the jab very effectively. We talked about that. And what does it do? It sets up the straight left hand.
State Farm Arena in Atlanta, joined by Brian Custer, Jim Gray, and Showtime Championship Boxing crew, where in one interview, Gervonta Tank Davis said he would stop Mario Barrios in round 8.
Barrios got tired against Akhmedov. Tank Davis has had some stamina issues a little bit, even though he knocked out Gamboa.
Yeah, issues on the scale.
Yeah. Right, but, oh my, wow.
Right hook, a monstrous shot by Davis.
At the first knockdown from Davis, throwing that right hook and landing it perfectly. That's a weapon we hadn't seen yet in this fight from him, and he led with the right hook.
Gervonta Tank Davis brought his power to 140, and Mario Barrios has been dead twice in round 8.
6, 7, 8. You okay? You want to continue? Come here.
A volcanic eruption here in Atlanta as Davis continues to dominate on Mario Barrios. Can Barrios survive the round? Feel like they contain plutonium, but Barrios looking to survive the final 45 seconds. Davis is bludgeoning Barrios here in the 8th, but Barrios trying to fight back.
Yeah.
Davis eats that shot to the body from Barrios, and Davis again.
And then the middle rounds, Davis started getting there, and right
That's
on
your
cue,
answer.
there's Steve Farhood with his unofficial scorecard. So,
and Barrios lands a combination on Davis.
wow. Well, that was fascinating, that whole exchange. Here is where Barrios in the last round
And it's that same
nice
hook.
left hook.
It's that same hook that knocked down Barrios. The feint to the body came up upstairs. I can see Davis taking this round off after, you know, throwing a lot.
With the right hook. Barrios' corner wants him to unload with Davis on the ropes. There's a left hook, but up and down goes Barrios.
I think that 8th round took a lot of Davis. He was going for the knockout, so I think he's taking this round off.
Well, and Davis has thrown 12 punches in this round.
With, of course, Calvin Ford trying to do his job in the corner as well. So here we are, round number 10. Mario Barrios looking to establish the jab early. Looking for a check hook there. Right hand to the body by Barrios.
Now these are two very important rounds for both Davis and Barrios.
I agree.
Double left hook, one to the body, one upstairs for Barrios that lands. And Steve Farhood, our unofficial scorer, has Barrios now 1 point ahead. The ebb and flow, the give and take. Terrific stuff here. And Barrios continues to work the body as Davis navigates his way in. Fires off that right hook. Davis walks in, left to the body, starts to back up Barrios. Barrios
started round 2 score, guys. But both had their moments.
Beautiful left hook, left uppercut.
Oh.
Right hand, but then Davis comes back and clocks Barrios.
Barrios was winning that round, but then Davis hurt him.
The exchange of body shots and then another thudding left that scores for Davis. Barrios comes back with a 3-punch combination through the guard. We have reached round number 11, the penultimate round of this prize fight at 140 pounds. Tank Davis daring to be great, and his power has already delivered 2 knockdowns, but Mario Barrios isn't going anywhere. Momentary respite for Barrios as action resumes. Davis double jab left hand.
And Barrios has been 12 rounds twice. He's won both of them. Davis went into the 12th round when he knocked out Gamboa once.
Referee warning Davis for the forearms. You heard the corner watch the forearms. Davis got clipped on the jaw by Barrios.
That was his monstrous left hook, and give Davis credit for taking that punch.
And Davis walking forward, walking through fire. Left uppercut, right hook lands.
It almost seems like Davis is looking for a knockout.
Right hand to the body by Barrios.
Ooh, body shot.
Barrios is down again. 3rd time in the arm.
5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? Come here. Protect yourself. All right, let's go.
Warrior summoning that inner resolve. Davis stumbles the left. Barrios a double number. It's over. It's over. Gervonta Davis has ascended to 140 pounds. And Davis has recorded the knockout victory.
And Abner, here's where we see the stoppage.
Barrios was just not expecting that.
And because of the body language of Mario Barrios, the referee not wanting to see him take another punch, and they did not complain. Barrios didn't complain about that stoppage. Nobody in the corner did, so they felt, you know, he was protecting him from what a situation he perceived could be dangerous for him.
Now a 3-division world champion and the new WBA super lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta Davis.